Yeah? You can say hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to the Knitting Expat Podcast channel. My name is Mina and I'm joined here by my youngest child, Nova. You say hi. Yay! Good job. Yeah. Okay, so this is not a full podcast, this is not a vlog, this is none of those things. This is just a quick little update video. Are you gonna join me? Yeah. She's only recently, like in the last week or so, nailed the whole clapping and waving thing, so she's like super into it. Yeah. Good girl. Apologies if she's distracting, but this is my life right now. And also, like I said, this is not a podcast or anything like that. It's just an update video about where I've been, what's happening, what's going on, and sort of what you can expect going forward. So I think the last time I did a podcast was at the end of November last year, 2022. We are now at the end of April 2023, so like what, 5-6 months down the line. And I don't know when I'm going to get another podcast out at the moment, for a number of reasons. The main one being that right now our bedroom is, this is our bedroom. Our bedroom is currently our bedroom. It's our living room, it's our dining room, it's our playroom, it's everything right now because our entire lower ground floor is being renovated. We're just over halfway through the renovations right now. I think we're in week 4. This is the 4th week of renovations out of about 7, I think. And then I think there's a few other works that need to be finished up, but that will happen afterwards. So we're getting our kitchen's been gutted and redone. Our living room's been, for the most part, gutted and redone. That's mostly been a cosmetic change in there. We've had some structural changes in the kitchen area. We've had a wall taken out, chimney taken out, all that sort of stuff. And our downstairs shower room is being redone as well. So just a lot going on right now. So yeah, I don't have a kitchen. We have a temporary little kitchen set up in the den. And so I really only have coffee machine, a toaster and a microwave and a rice cooker to work with at the moment. Yes. Yes. What do you think? Yeah, so we spend a lot of time on this bed right now. As a result, sorry, I've got an itchy spot on my back. I haven't been doing a huge amount of knitting, to be honest. I will be honest, I just have not had the energy or the brain space for knitting at the moment. I know. I have my bags of knitting next to me. I've got a couple of projects that I just haven't touched because I just can't even. I have a pair of socks that are finished. They just need to be bound off and ends woven in. Have I done it yet? No. How long has it been sat like that for? Weeks at this point. I don't know what it is. I just have this like major block in my head of like doing anything right now. It doesn't help that this week in particular Perry's away for work, so I'm on my own with the kids, dealing with the builders. Running Layla to school, picking her up. Layla, thank goodness, has been such an amazing help. She's been getting herself ready in the morning, she's been getting her breakfast while I deal with Nova. Yeah, she's been amazing, to be honest. Like, she's been really, really good. The last couple of nights, bless her, she's been so tired since getting back to school after the Easter break, and this week her after school club started. And so each night whilst I'm getting her to bed, I pretend Layla to just like wait in her room, like play with a toy, read a book or something while I'm putting Nova down, and then I'll come and do your bedtime. But every time when I've left Nova's room and I've gone to check on Layla, she's fast asleep. She's just tucked herself into bed and gone to sleep because she was so tired. She never means to fall asleep, but she just gets into bed and next thing you know she's asleep. So yeah, bless her, she's been really tired as well. And yeah, and this one has been teething. We've now got a tooth, so that has been fun. We seem to have come out the other end of the teething dramas, but that caused lots of disturbed nights and poor sleep and all that sort of stuff. So that was fun to deal with, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I've had lots of dramas with you, with your teething. And then I've been also having lots of medical things happening this year, things that are being investigated, trying to figure out reasons why things are happening. I've got some stuff happening later this next month. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it or not. It's not like I'm embarrassed to talk about it. I'm not ashamed or anything that I'm doing what I'm doing, but at the same time it's a very sensitive topic for me, and I know for a lot of other people. The topic of this specific thing and the whole thing around it is a very touchy subject for a lot of people, so I'm not sure I want to necessarily talk about it yet. Maybe after the fact I will, once I have a better handle on like the after effects and how I feel about it. But anyway, all that to say, there's things happening in the background that you may not be aware of, so I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to get back to normal, quote unquote. I don't know what normal is anymore. Oh, and I thought I had carpal tunnel in my arms, and I went and saw a specialist recently, and he doesn't think it's carpal tunnel. He's not sure what it is, but I don't have, or if it is carpal tunnel, then it's a very, what's the word? What's that? It's a very atypical presentation of symptoms. It's not very typical carpal tunnel symptoms. So, because all my pain, nerve pain, is between my wrist and my shoulder. I have nothing in my actual hands, and that's not typical with carpal tunnel. Typically you feel numbness and pins and needles and tingling in your hands and fingers. I get none of that. It's all in my arms. So I'm getting more testing done to see if they can sort of figure out what it is, or whether or not it is carpal tunnel. So there's lots going on at the moment with all of that. So yeah, basically just a lot on our plates at the moment, especially with all the construction and all of that jazz. Nova should be starting nursery in September. That's the plan. That's always been the plan, that she would start nursery this September. Hi! So that once Layla was back at school in September, she would go to nursery, and that would be when I would be able to get back to work, essentially, and start to have a bit more of a routine in terms of being able to get work done. Yeah. Hi. Hi. What's going on? Are you okay? Oh, we're having a moment. Okay, come here. Yeah, so I really don't know what's going to happen in terms of podcasting between now and September when she starts school. I know, I can say for sure that once she's in school, once she's in nursery, I'll at least be able to do something on a semi-regular basis. I'll have more time for knitting, I'll have more time for designing, and therefore I'll have stuff to actually talk about on a podcast. Right now, I mean, I have a fair amount to talk about only because I haven't podcasted in so long, so I have a fair amount of stuff to show for it. But yeah, I just don't have a lot of time, and her naps were, up until this recent teething bout, her naps were getting really solid and really regular, to the point where I was starting to be able to rely on it being a certain amount of time. But since she started teething, her naps have been really sporadic. Anything from like her long nap each day, she would have done like guaranteed 2 hours, and so that was a good chunk of time to be able to like plan to do something. But for the last month or so, it's been very sporadic, and it's been anything from an hour to 2 hours, or like 45 minutes to 2 hours. So by the time I put her down for a nap, sorted myself out with lunch, I'm like, okay, well, she could wake up in half an hour, and that's not really enough time for me to, she could wake up in half an hour or stay asleep for another hour and a half, and I don't know. So it's a bit hard for me to plan to do any filming, because I could just be interrupted almost immediately by the time I get set up and get everything going. Hi. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at the moment. I think probably the next video you'll see from me is going to be like a renovation vlog. So I've been trying to vlog the whole renovation process, with some clips and stuff here and there, and sort of try to put it all together as a bit of a narrative at the end, and sort of share what the finished kitchen and everything looks like. I'm quite excited for it. and got some fun little plans. Yes, yes, okay. You having fun here? Okay. So yeah, that's probably what's going to be coming next. As for the summer and plans like that, I might do a few sort of like little vlogs here and there if we're doing something fun and interesting at any point. But other than that, I'm not 100% sure in terms of when I'll get to podcast. Hopefully I'll be able to get a podcast out before September, but I'm just not going to guarantee it because I thought I'd have had at least a couple done by now and I just haven't. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? Perry's job, my husband, his job changed a few months ago, and so he's a lot more busy now. He's having to travel a lot more. He has to go to London a lot more. It's just the nature of his work now is a bit different. It's an amazing change and I'm very happy for him, but at the same time it just means there's a lot more on my plate at the end of the day. Oh, there goes the door. Yeah. Okay, so even like just sitting down to speak for like 10 minutes and I get interrupted with the doorbell. Hey. Oh, so our new internal doors are getting delivered right now, so that's fun. Hey, what's that in your hair? Oh. Yeah, so that's basically what's been going on right now. Me and the girls spent the Easter holidays up at my parents' to get away from the worst of the dust, because that's when the works all started.
We're going to catch Taylor. We're going to catch Taylor. Come on. We're going to catch Taylor. We're going to catch Taylor. Ah! That's you. Okay, now we're running away from you. We got you, so now you have to chase us. I know what's in the street. Oh, you got us. Okay, now we got you there.
So thankfully we avoided the worst of that. It's not too bad now. The dusty work has settled. We've got a baby gate up on the stairs here, so we've got the cats confined to the upper 2 floors so they don't get in the way. I'm just exhausted. It's just a lot. Hey, and you kept me up half the night last night because we decided sleep was for the weak. Hey. It's really hard. I was speaking to a friend about this the other day. It's really hard once you get used to your baby sleeping through the night and sleeping through the night regularly, which is what we had with her. When they start waking up again and going through like a growth spurt where they need more milk or teething or whatever that might be interrupting their sleep, it's really hard. It hits hard once you're used to sleeping again. What are you doing? You're trying to eat it? Are you trying to eat it? Good job. Can I get a high five? Nope, you're just gonna clap. Yeah. Okay, yeah, if you want it, you go get it. She's not quite crawling yet, which actually, considering our situation, is a bit of a godsend. I don't know what I would do if she was crawling everywhere, wanting to get everywhere, and I can't put her on the floor right now because the floors aren't super clean, no matter how much we try to keep on top of it. As much as it's not super dusty, it's not super clean either. I'm just looking forward to this all being done. Getting our house back. Getting our living room back. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting pretty good at the bum shuffle and shuffling her way around. She's just not crawling yet. Although she has started pulling herself up onto her knees by holding on to like the edge of the bed, or even on me, she pulls herself up onto her knees. So little Madam may want to skip the crawling and go straight to walking, although I would rather she crawled first. But hey ho, you can't force babies to do what they don't want to. Look, do you want to play with the eggs? You love the eggs. There you go. Yeah. Is that funny? Yeah? Oh, okay. Alright, anyway, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update about what's been going on, where I've been, what's been happening, what's coming, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, thanks again for joining us. I know this is a quick one, or at least I think it's a quick one, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Alright, take care. Bye. Say bye. Bye bye. Good girl.